Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video, because what I'm about to reveal will change the way you understand her forever. If you've ever felt her pull away, acted distant, or even ignored your messages, and yet something inside told you she's still thinking about you, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to uncover the hidden signs she misses you, but is desperately hiding it. And trust me, it's far more complicated than just a simple text or a casual "I miss you." The first thing you need to understand is this. When a woman truly misses someone, her mind doesn't just wander, it obsesses. It plays through memories, conversations, arguments, and laughter, all in fast forward. But here's the twist, she won't always let you see it. Why? Because showing vulnerability, longing, or attachment can feel like losing power. And in a world where she's constantly balancing attraction, independence, and self-preservation, admitting she misses you can feel terrifying. Now here's the reality most men miss. Missing someone isn't always about wanting to call or text. Sometimes it's about subtle shifts in behavior that almost whisper, "I'm thinking about you," without her ever saying a word. Maybe she scrolls past your pictures, but lingers just a little too long on that one memory. Maybe she laughs at a joke you haven't heard in months, just to relive a moment, or perhaps she's more protective of her social persona around you. Careful not to reveal the storm of feelings swirling beneath the surface. I want you to understand something crucial. The signs she misses you are always mixed with caution. It's never pure emotion, because letting you see the truth could mean risking rejection, vulnerability, or exposing a soft part of herself she spent years guarding. And this is where most men make a huge mistake. They see her distance as disinterest, her hesitation as coldness, or her subtle gestures as nothing at all. But the truth is, the deeper the feelings, the more invisible the signals become. By the end of this video, you're going to be able to detect those hidden signs before anyone else does. You'll see the unspoken language she uses when she's missing you, and you'll finally understand the complexity of her mind, not just her actions. So if you've ever felt confusion, frustration, or even doubt about where you stand with her, stay with me, because what I reveal here could change your entire approach to love, attraction, and connection. Let's talk about the first subtle way she hides how much she misses you. Overcompensation. You might notice her acting overly confident, even distant, like she's completely fine without you. Maybe she's posting on social media, laughing in photos, or moving through life with a bravado that screams, "I'm okay." But here's the secret. Overcompensation is almost always a mask. Behind that laughter, behind that confident exterior, there's a constant undercurrent of thinking about you, replaying moments, wondering what you're doing, imagining the conversations she's not having. The mind of a woman who misses someone is rarely quiet. Even when she seems busy or distracted, she's mentally running scenarios. Did he enjoy that night? Did he notice I wore that dress? Did he remember the joke we laughed about last month? Every interaction, every memory becomes a touch point she can't ignore. And the more she tries to suppress it, the more her actions, small, almost invisible cues, betray her feelings. One of the most revealing signs is what I call the accidental reach. She might comment on your story, like a post she doesn't even usually care about, or text you about something trivial, something that seems insignificant. But it's her way of reconnecting without risking exposure. She's threading a line between showing interest and protecting herself from being too vulnerable. This is where most men fail. They look for grand gestures and miss these tiny, almost invisible breadcrumbs. And yet these breadcrumbs are screaming her longing, if you know how to read them. Another thing to watch for is emotional mirroring. Have you noticed that she laughs at your jokes a little too easily, mirrors your tone, or subtly adapts her interests around yours? It's not coincidence. When she misses someone, her subconscious mind seeks closeness in every possible way. She might not tell you, but her body language, her tone, even her choice of words is aligning with yours, as if to silently say, "I want to be near you," even if only emotionally. Here's the psychological truth. A woman hiding her feelings isn't cold or manipulative. She's protecting herself. Vulnerability is risky, and missing someone deeply while trying to maintain control is one of the hardest emotional tightropes she will ever walk. And the more you understand this, the more you realize that distance or silence doesn't mean indifference. it often means just the opposite. Now let's dive into one of the most misunderstood signs she misses you. Selective attention. She won't always reach out directly, and she won't flood you with messages. But when she does interact, it's precise, intentional, and revealing. Maybe she texts late at night, or comments on something that only the two of you understand. These aren't random actions, they're signals crafted by her subconscious, a quiet confession she can't openly voice. Think about this. When she misses you, her mind constantly evaluates the risk of exposure. She wants to show you she cares. She wants to reconnect, but she's terrified of seeming needy, or worse, of opening herself up and getting hurt. So she uses subtlety as a shield, a carefully timed message, a seemingly casual story reply, even a fleeting glance if you're in the same room. All of these are ways she communicates without saying, "I miss you." And if you learn to read between the lines, these moments become impossible to ignore. Another critical point: the things she doesn't say often matter more than what she does. Silence in her world isn't emptiness, it's strategy. She's silently observing, noticing if your life moves without her, gauging if you still think about her, calculating how much emotional energy she can safely reveal. And while this might feel confusing or frustrating to you, it's her way of protecting her heart. The more emotionally invested she is, the more cautious she becomes. Pay attention to what she shares emotionally. If she suddenly opens up about something personal, but only to you, or drops hints about her feelings, this is her testing the waters, her way of saying, "I want you, but I can't be reckless." These micro-confessions, these careful glimpses of vulnerability, are gold mines for understanding her hidden longing. Men often overlook them, chasing more obvious signs, but in reality the clues she leaves are always subtle, psychological, and precise. Finally, notice the timing of her interactions. A woman who misses you will often reach out when her emotions peak, moments of loneliness, boredom, or nostalgia. It might be early morning, late at night, or in the quiet hours of the day when she can't distract herself with work or friends. These moments are not coincidences. They're windows into her subconscious mind, revealing a truth she can't fully express. Understanding these patterns changes everything. It allows you to see her hidden emotional world, the one she guards so fiercely, and interpret her behavior with clarity, rather than guessing or misreading her intentions. Once you see this, distance and silence will no longer confuse you. They'll reveal her secret longing in plain sight. Now let's uncover one of the most revealing signs she misses you: her body language, the silent confession she can't hide. Even when she's trying to appear indifferent, her subconscious tells a completely different story. The way she positions herself around you, the micro-expressions that flash across her face, the subtle mirroring of your movements. These are all indicators that she's thinking about you more than she's willing to admit. Notice the little things, the way she tilts her head when talking to you, how her gaze lingers slightly longer than usual, or how she adjusts her appearance subtly when she knows you'll see her. These aren't coincidences. When a woman misses someone, her body leaks the truth before her mind can censor it. And if you pay attention, you'll notice patterns that reveal longing, attachment, and a desire for connection that words alone cannot communicate. One of the most powerful signs is proximity. She may find reasons to be near you, even in crowded spaces, even when she insists it's accidental. She might brush past you lightly, stand closer than necessary, or lean in during a conversation. These small physical gestures are unconscious. They come from a deep emotional pull toward you, an invisible thread she can't resist. Touch is another silent signal. A seemingly casual brush on the arm, a lingering handshake, or a playful nudge can carry more meaning than any text message. Her body wants to communicate what her words cannot, and missing you often heightens her sensitivity to even the smallest physical contact. Even the tone of her voice changes when she interacts with you. Subtle fluctuations, slightly softer, warmer, more engaged, are signs that her emotions are closer to the surface than she wants you to know. She may joke more, tease, or laugh in a way that draws you in, unconsciously trying to recreate intimacy, even if she insists she's just being friendly. Finally, pay attention to what she avoids. She may not want to discuss her feelings directly, but she can't fully hide them. Nervous glances, quick smiles, small hesitations, these are all cracks in her emotional armor. They reveal a mind preoccupied with you, replaying memories, and imagining what it would be like to be closer again. When you understand these cues, the puzzle pieces fall into place. Her words, her distance, her timing, they all start to align with the unspoken truth. She misses you, deeply, even if she's desperately trying to hide it. Recognizing this hidden language allows you to perceive her longing, without her having to say a single word. Let's talk about emotional triggers, the ways she subtly tests you when she misses you, without ever admitting it. This is where many men get trapped, confused, or frustrated, because her actions can seem contradictory. One moment she's distant, the next she's warm, teasing, or even nostalgic. But this is no accident. These shifts are her way of gauging your emotional response, measuring whether you notice, whether you care, and how much space she can safely give her feelings without losing control. Have you ever noticed her bringing up shared memories unexpectedly? She might casually mention an inside joke, a moment you laughed together, or a place you both loved. On the surface, it seems like a simple conversation, but psychologically, it's a bridge, a way for her to relive closeness without explicitly admitting she misses you. When she does this, pay attention to the tone of her voice, the sparkle in her eyes, the hesitations between words. These micro-signals often betray the longing she's fighting to keep hidden. Another key indicator is subtle push and pull behavior. She might flirt, then withdraw, text, then go silent. These moments are not manipulative, they're protective. Deep down, she wants to reach out, but fear and pride keep her from doing so openly. Every withdrawal is paired with an emotional tug. Every small reach is a test to see if you notice, if you respond, if you still care. A woman who misses you is always observing, always analyzing, always calculating the safest way to express what she feels without losing herself in vulnerability. Pay attention to her reactions when you share something personal. If she mirrors your emotions, laughs when you're happy, or softens when you're serious, it's a reflection of her subconscious attachment. She misses the connection, and her brain is trying to recreate it in real time, even if she won't say it outright. Finally, notice how she communicates indirectly. She may text about small, insignificant things, music she's listening to, a movie she watched, a memory she stumbled across. These aren't meaningless, they're breadcrumbs, a way to insert herself into your thoughts without revealing the depth of her longing. When you recognize this pattern, you'll start seeing her absence, not as rejection, but as a masked form of emotional dependence, a silent, desperate, and deeply human way of missing someone she can't fully admit she wants. Understanding these emotional triggers changes everything. You no longer misread her silence as indifference. You begin to see the careful balance she maintains between desire and self-preservation, and the unspoken truth finally becomes visible. She misses you, even when she acts like she doesn't. Now let's uncover the most hidden layer of all the mental and subconscious signs she misses you. These are the cues she can't control, the moments where her brain betrays her heart, even if her words and actions seem carefully measured. When a woman truly misses someone, it doesn't just affect her behavior, it infiltrates her thoughts, her routines, and even her dreams. You might notice it in the way she references you in passing, in conversations with friends or family, even when you're not present. She may laugh a little too hard at a story you shared weeks ago, or bring up something that only the two of you experienced. These aren't coincidences. Her mind naturally drifts to what she misses most: the connection, the intimacy, the shared experiences, and her subconscious can't help but make small references, even in casual dialogue. Another sign is her mental replaying of moments with you. She goes over conversations, debates what she said, imagines how things might have gone differently. This isn't obsession, it's longing. It's her brain's way of keeping you present in her life, even when circumstances make it impossible to be physically or emotionally close. And if you listen carefully, the glimpses of these mental rehearsals come through in subtle ways: hesitations, smiles at memories, or even cryptic texts that hint at shared history. Dreams are another window into her hidden feelings. When she misses someone deeply, her subconscious often stages scenarios that she can't admit while awake, moments where she reconnects, apologizes, laughs, or holds on to you. Even if she wakes up brushing it off, the emotional residue lingers, shaping her mood, her decisions, and the subtle ways she reaches back toward you. You'll also notice a heightened curiosity about your life. She may ask indirect questions about what you're doing, who you're with, or what you're feeling. These aren't casual inquiries. They're a way for her mind to stay tethered to you, to maintain a connection without exposing her vulnerability. The stronger her feelings, the more meticulous these inquiries become, as if her subconscious is creating a roadmap back to you. Here's the crucial truth. When a woman misses you, her subconscious does most of the work. She may act cool. She may avoid direct communication. She may even pretend she doesn't care. But her mind never stops registering you. Every thought, every memory, every tiny emotional reaction is evidence of a hidden longing she can't entirely suppress. Recognizing this changes the game. Distance is no longer empty. It's filled with invisible signals, carefully hidden, yet profoundly revealing. Now let's explore the digital and social signals she leaves when she misses you, but is desperately trying to hide it. In today's world, her phone, social media, and even mutual friends become subtle tools for connection or ways to observe you from a safe distance. And if you're not paying attention, you'll completely miss the story she's telling with these tiny signals. The first thing to notice is her engagement with your online presence. Maybe she doesn't comment on every post or reply to every story, but when she does, it's calculated. A like on an old photo, a reaction to a story she normally wouldn't notice, even a cryptic emoji. These are breadcrumbs, her way of inserting herself into your world without directly admitting she wants to. The timing often matters too. Late-night likes, early morning reactions, or responses during quiet moments are rarely accidental. They reflect moments when her thoughts are consumed by you, and she's seeking some invisible closeness. Another signal is her subtle referencing of mutual connections. She may bring up friends you share, or mention events you both attended, as if to remind herself and you of shared history. It's almost like she's saying, "I'm still present in your life, even if you don't notice me." Men often dismiss these references as casual conversation, but they're highly intentional. She's weaving herself into your emotional landscape without risking rejection. Notice too how she reacts to your achievements or milestones. Even if she's not openly congratulatory, her body language, tone of voice, or private messages often reveal genuine pride, excitement, or subtle longing. This is her mind creating connection in ways she can control, ways that feel safe while still satisfying the emotional pull she feels toward you. Finally, watch for indirect communication messages through friends, shared stories, or comments that appear innocent but are emotionally loaded. She may never say, "I miss you," but she will drop hints, test reactions, and observe carefully how you respond. Her goal isn't manipulation, it's emotional survival, while still maintaining proximity to someone she truly cares about. The truth is, a woman who misses you is constantly balancing visibility and invisibility, expression and restraint. Every action, every micro-interaction online or in person, is part of a silent narrative, one she crafts carefully to protect herself, while staying emotionally connected. Once you understand this, the confusion disappears. You begin to see the hidden patterns in her behavior, the digital breadcrumbs, and the subtle signals, all pointing to a truth she may never say aloud. She misses you more than she's willing to admit. Finally, let's bring everything together and understand the full picture of what it means when she misses you, but hides it. By now, you've seen that her words, her actions, her body language, her social cues, even her subconscious thoughts, all carry signals of longing. The truth is, she's navigating a delicate balance between desire and self-protection, and that's why it often feels confusing, contradictory, or frustrating to you. When a woman misses someone deeply, she doesn't always shout it. She whispers it through gestures, timing, and subtle communication. She creates micro-moments designed to capture attention, to test your awareness, and to maintain connection without exposing her vulnerability. Every smile that lingers, every text that seems trivial, every social post that references shared memories is a sign of her hidden longing. And if you understand this, the patterns that once seemed mysterious suddenly make sense. Here's what's most important. Missing someone doesn't weaken her. It heightens her sensitivity, her intuition, and her awareness of the relationship dynamics between you. She's studying your reactions, observing how you handle distance, and silently asking herself whether you still care, whether you notice, and whether the emotional bridge can be rebuilt. These signals are never random. They are deliberate, often subconscious, reflections of her emotional investment. If you've been misreading her distance as disinterest, it's time to shift your perspective. Her apparent coldness or independence often masks a deep, sometimes desperate desire for closeness. The woman who misses you is constantly negotiating her feelings, how much to show, how much to hide, and how to stay safe emotionally. And once you can recognize these patterns, you'll not only see the truth, but you'll know how to respond, how to meet her subtly without breaking her emotional rhythm, and how to reconnect in ways that feel natural and reciprocal. So pay attention to the small things: timing, gestures, words, and silences. Look for subtle breadcrumbs, body language, micro moments, and digital signals. Learn to read her hidden language, and you'll discover a truth most men never understand. She's thinking about you, feeling for you, missing you, even if she can't admit it. Recognizing this isn't about control. It's about clarity, empathy, and connection. Understanding her hidden longing changes everything. You no longer chase emptiness. You no longer misinterpret silence. Instead, you see the invisible threads, the emotional patterns, and the profound truth beneath her careful mask. She misses you, and it's far deeper than words can ever express.